All right, Ms. Ponders. So this session is not going to be a very long session. I want to go over the checklist that we talked about last time that we met when we had our coaching session.
Yes.
And I want to share with you what we said we wanted to work on. So I just want you to look at each application tool. So the first one is common. And are those the items that you want to focus on?
Yes, that's true. Assigning tasks and to the kids and assessing and using the data for grades. That's true.
Okay.
Canva is the next one. Assessing anchor charts, yeah, because we talked about yours. And creating a step-by-step chart and strategy charts, which are very helpful for my kids, and I know that. Okay. PowerPoint integration, story launching, including and creating relevant information for novel reading. That would be super helpful because we are beginning to read A Long Walk to Water, and I just printed out something for my students that has the characters, so them having a running list hanging in the room would be awesome. And then using all applications on CTLS, adding each application to CTLS for engaging presentations and information. So yes, that would be great.
Okay, perfect. So we are agreeing to the checklist. Is there anything that you want to change or add or revise?
No, I think we're good. It looks really good, and these were the things that we talked about that I said I needed help with.
Okay, perfect. So when it comes to the strategies, there are different ways that we can model for teachers. So I just wanted to get your preferences. That is something that we didn't really talk about in detail. So it would be hard for you to visit my classroom with students because we have the same schedule. So we'd have to get coverage.
Okay.
But what would your preference be? How would you like to?
Well, my first one would be wanting to visit your classroom, but then I see down here watching a video of me teaching. I could do that as well, and that still would give me the same information. That way I could talk to you about what I saw.
Perfect.
Co-teaching might be a good strategy because it would show you and myself, was I really using and doing the things from the checklist.
Okay.
If I was able to do it on my own and, with help. And then I'm going to put visiting my classroom without students, but can I add visiting my classroom without or with students, so that way you are able to see if I'm usually using the practices?
Okay, so this part is going to come later. That's when you're going to show me. This is just for me modeling for you.
Okay.
This part.
All right.
So
you said to pick 3. So watch a video of me teaching using technology, co-teaching, and visiting my classroom without students.
Okay, perfect. So we could do that during our planning time. Okay.
There's no need to pray, it's okay, you're welcome. I guess it's just my way of being me. You're welcome.
All right, so your task while you were listening to and watching the You're Welcome video was to find at least 3 examples of creation myths that Mom talked about. Can you raise your hand and give me one? All right, what you got, Robert? All right, say that again. He buried an eel. He took the guts from the eel, he said, and put it in the ground, and that's how we got coconut trees. What else? Yes.
He holds up the sky with his thumbs.
Okay, hold up the sky with his thumbs. Yes.
He created the tide, sun, and sky.
The tides, the sun, and the sky. He didn't give us a lot of details on that, but he did mention it. What else did we hear?
He
Lassoed the sun, so we're grateful for that. What else is he saying he's responsible?
He pulled up the islands from the sea.
Pull up the islands from the sea. So which islands do we think he's talking about?
The Hawaii.
We can assume the Hawaiian islands. In the movie, we know where he's from. Absolutely. What else you got? Yes.
Also, he said like harness the wind.
Harness the wind. So we're grateful for the breeze. Did we hear anything else?
He stole the fire from down below.
Stole fire from down below, and basically saying that's how we have
Why heat?
Heat. What else?
What has two thumbs and hold up the sky?
Holds up the sky with his two thumbs. I think you said something to that nature. Anything else that we missed?
There's a lot.
We think we got him up. There was a lot there. So Maui is saying he's responsible for all of these things. How does that connect to what a myth is?
It's a story.
It is a story,
It's a belief.
a belief. Yes.
It's a story to explain the events that happened.
Explaining the events that happened. Yes.
It's an opinion, not a fact.
An opinion, not a fact. But for Maui and the people of Maui's culture, these are facts and things that they believe, that they hold dear in traditions. Let's analyze the actual lyrics and see if we missed anything. Here's the part about killed a meal, buried its guts, sprouted a tree. Now you got coconuts. Did we miss anything? When the nights got cold, stole fire from below. Talked about that. Two thumbs that pulled up the sky. You both talked about that. Lassoed the sun. Harnessed the breeze. Where?
That's just for us. To make the days
Pull the
longer.
items from the sea.
To
Oh.
give us more light.
More light.
That was me.
You said that. I think we got them all. Did we miss anything? Absolutely wonderful. All right, so we got them all. So now we're going to change gears. We're closing out myths, and we're going to talk about another myth that is not technically a creation myth, not about mankind, but something else. Tell me
Spiders.
about what you know about arachne. Raise your hand and tell me some of the story. Yes, ma'am. Arachne challenged the god and lost. And then that's how we got, that's the story of how we got spiders, right? So tell me a little bit about the beginning of the story as you started reading. Okay, so we said we're going to look at dates for November.
I think November will be good, and from what I know and what we discussed, you're about a week ahead of me on the stories. So that way I could watch maybe some of your videos teaching your technology and how you guide your students with some of the applications that we've talked about. I think that would be great. Sounds good.
Thank you, Ms. Connors.